And live from Oyster Bay, it's Tuesday night hockey on the Long Island Sports Network. Welcome, everyone. Jack Ziskin on the call. I'd like to thank you for tuning in as the Garden City Wings take on the Cold Spring Harbor Seahawks. Now, and before the game, I did double check this because some of you might have noticed the Wings picked up their first loss this Saturday. Now, I believe that was listed as one of their blackout dates, and they're trying to get the game rescheduled. They ended up with a forfeit on that Saturday against Oceanside. It was their first loss of the season. They had previously beaten Oceanside 4-1. But as it stands, irregardless, they're sitting in the top of the division. They're cruising right now. An official record of 8-1. They have two of the league's three leading scorers. They have Bobby Seaman sitting in second place, 32 points in 8 games. That's including 19 goals. Not too shabby at all. Dante Scabelli has one more in 2 more games for the Farmingdale Dalers. Now, of course, we would be remiss not to mention Alex Bedard, who's leading the league in assists for the Wings. Now, he's got, I believe, 19 on the season. And just double checking the point total here. He sits in third in the division. Dalton's right behind him, that is. Yes. Bedard, 17 assists, 11 goals, 28 points. Take a look at the statistical leaders for Varsity Conference 2. And the one player right on his tail is Brendan Dalton, 27 points. Michael Dawson, 26 points. On the other side for the Seahawks, their leading scorer is Sean Ecker, 6 goals, 6 assists for 12 total points. Now, their leading goal scorer, actually, is Trevor Steele, the defenseman, who's got 7 goals and 3 assists on the year. Seahawks sitting at 500 right now. They've picked up some quality wins, like the one against the Dalers, like the one against RVC. Now they're going to meet a Garden City Wings team that's been firing on all cylinders all season. Jake Panetta gets the nod in net for the Seahawks. On the other side for the Wings, it's going to be PJ Tercey. Now Tercey, this is going to be his 7th start of the season, or actually might be the 8th, my apologies. 205 GAA, 936 save percentage, 307 minutes played. Not bad at all. It's a Wings team that scores at a high clip, and they don't give much back on the other end. $50 goals for, 17 goals against, a plus 33 goal differential on the year. That's tied for the first in the conference, actually, the highest. In fact, but that's tied with RVC, who also has a plus 33 goal differential in just 7 games. They're 5-2 on the season. Right now, the Wings are sitting in first despite having games in hand. And with 30 seconds until opening puck drop, we have the makings of another exciting night of New York Islanders High School Hockey League action on the Long Island Sports Network. Don't forget to give us a follow at LI Sports Network on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for all this game news, recaps, reactions, highlights, and more. You don't want to miss it. The horn has sounded, so as we get set for the opening draw, this is a Wings roster and a Seahawks roster. Neither team has a super deep bench. You have a Wings team that currently has Just about 9 to 10 skaters on the ice on the other side. Seahawks, I believe around 12 to 14, either team with as deep a bench as some of the other squads in the conference. Out for tonight's matchup for Garden City, they're going to be without, my apologies here, mixed up with my notes for a second. William Rhea is out. We have Brett McQuaid is out. Michael Power is out. And last one here, TJ Moody is out. 4 players out of the lineup for tonight's contest. A Seahawks team that, with a win here tonight, can start to climb up the standings yet again. And as we look at their record on the year, it wasn't a great start for them. They lost their first game 5-1 to Manhasset Great Neck. Not ideal for them. They were shorthanded that game. They come back, they beat RVC, they lose to Farmingdale, they come back and beat the Dalers in their second meeting. And they've won their last 2 against the Ice Falcons in Port Washington after losing to Friends/North Shore Quakers and the WSP Kings. Face off at center, and it's won back by the Seahawks, and we're underway here. Chipped in. Wings get it clear. There's icing on the play as Hunter Ulico chases after, and we get a whistle. On the draw, Sean Ecker in the face-off dot. He's flanked by McGloin and Mazzy. Face-off's in one back. McGloin's shot turned aside. Racing after it. Recovered. Mazzy with it, looking for the shot. Turned aside by Tercey. Seahawks trying to get to work on the cycle. Mazzy gets it. Ends up firing a pass around the wall that ended up going off TJ Salvato. A turnover has been forced by Jedzwicks. He's looking for the pass in front. Can't connect. He's under pressure from Terashansky. Correction, actually. That's 27, not 37. And now heading to the way, Ecker fires it in. Tercey settles it. And looking to turn and go up ice. It's the Wings. Jeswicks has it taken off a stick. Coming in. Shot from Ecker. It's gloved by Tercey. A couple early chances for the Seahawks. As the Jeremy Jedzik line had a couple chances, just couldn't capitalize. Just 10 skaters tonight for the Wings. Face off. One back, providing pressure. Seaman nearly forced the turnover. And Alex Bedard with the second effort ends up deflecting a puck into the corner. Now the Seahawks get to work on the forecheck. But Alex Bedard comes away with the puck. Coming in. Pass across deflected. And it's going to be picked up by Calum Steele. Lead pass. Up ice shot, gloved by Tercey. That one coming off the stick of Jack Rivkin. Another defensive zone draw for Garden City. Bedard remains in the dot. Seahawks pressing early. They've won the draw again. Shot from Terashansky, and it's another stop for Tercey. Defensive zone face-off. Yet again, Ecker versus Bedard. And it's one back by the Seahawks. Comes to the point. Ulico with a shot. That's gloved by Tercey. Deja vu all over again. A couple shots from the point, a couple saves for Tercey, getting peppered early. And another face-off, one back shot from Ulico, stopped once again by Tercey. Face off, tied up. Seaman can't win it. Ecker comes away with it, cutting towards the net, backhanded towards the goal. It's deflected. Comes to the point. Ulico steps into a shot. That's turned aside. Might have actually deflected off Mazzy. Along the wall, battling for possession. Held in initially. Another shot, and they score! Sean Ecker with his 7th of the season. The Seahawks jump out to an early 1-0 lead. And you can see here just that turnover leads to the 2-on-1. You're going to see him cutting in, and he's going to fire that shot. Uses the defender as a partial screen there. Now the faceoff has been won back at center, but Jedwicks can't hold it now. He's on the forecheck, chasing after the Seahawks as they look for the zone exit. Jedwick has the puck, under pressure, and chips it in. Turnover forced by the Seahawks. Puck leaves the zone. Chipped back in by Salvato. Getting to work on the forecheck. Racing after it's Vesio. Turnover nearly forced yet again, but Cold Spring Harbor gets the clear, and they'll chip it up but not in. A turnover forced at the blue line, coming in 2-on-1. Shot turned aside by Tercey. Rebound, and it comes to Jedwick. Comes to the point. Shot deflected. That one coming off the stick of Trevor Steele, the captain of this Seahawks roster. Face off. One back by the Wings. They're looking to get the clear. They get the puck out of the zone, but heading the other way, it's Ulico. He gains the line, 3-on-2, fires a shot. That goes over the net. Collects the puck beneath the goal line. Pass intended for Mazzy, can't get it off. Turnover forced by the Wings. The Seahawks get it back. Mazzy and Ulico working together beneath the goal line. Battle for possession as the Seahawks maintain control. And as Panetta heads to the bench, Seahawks get an extra attacker. Sean Ecker's pass across. Tarashansky works it down, gets it back, walks the line, fires a shot that's deflected. But the Wings still don't have possession. They're poised to go on the kill as soon as they gain it. Ulico, pass is intercepted by Seaman. We get a whistle, a penalty. And now the Wings head to the PK. Call on the ice is cross-checking. Will go against Salvato. Face off, one back. Steele with possession, moves it down the wall to McLoin. Pressured, forced the outside pass. The slot shot will go. Second attempt, third attempt turned aside by Tercey. Puck is loose. They score. It trickles through a power play goal. It's a 2-goal game. The Seahawks in control. And just poked in. Traffic in front, they capitalize. And it doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to go in. That's all you can ask for. And the Seahawks get their second of the game. In the first 5 minutes, the penalty to Salvato, leading to the power play goal. Face off at center, Alex Bedard back in the dot. Sean Ecker credited with the first goal, still waiting on official word from the scorer's booth for the second. Face-off has been won back to Tarashansky. Goes D to Ulico, but his pass goes awry, but it ends up on net, so no icing on the play as Rifkin on the forecheck. Turnover forced, Ulico coming in, tied up in the corner. Bedard can't carry it away. A shot from Ulico turns side. Rebound is loose. Can't be covered. Still battling for possession. Bedard puts it off the wall. And the puck is regained by the Wings. Jedzik to Seaman. Coming in on the outside. Fires shot. That goes wide. Comes up the opposite wall. Backus on it. Looks D to D. Padula before reversing to Jedzwick. And now it comes to Bedard, who gains his own, drops it off to Seaman, coming in on his backhand shot, turned aside, rebound comes free, and the Wings in the middle of a change. Salvatore will recover, has to go D to D, or nearly went D to D, but ends up moving it to Seaman. Bedard has gained the zone, under pressure, makes the pass to Salvatore. Turnover for Seahawks heading the other way. It's Sean Ecker with speed, poked off his stick. Tercey comes out of the net to play it. He gave up 14 goals coming in tonight. 2 against in the first 5 minutes, 1 coming on the power play, another coming after the Wings got hemmed in their own zone. Sent up the wall. And Jedzwick comes away with it. Attempted clear won't go. Near turnover again for the Wings. Comes out of the zone this time. Heading up ice. Gains the zone. Drops it off. Under pressure, Bedard cuts in. Pass beneath the goal line. Wrap around attempt won't go. Puck is loose. Cleared up and out of the zone. D to D. Play will continue. Not sure why Salvatore seemed to think there had been a stoppage. There was not, as Jedzwick evades the defender. Carries it into the zone. Looks for the drop pass. Bedard tries to thread the needle there. It goes off the boot of Mazzy. McLoin with the clear. Salvatore gets it. Works it back to Backus. Tries to reset the Salvatore play. Nearly results in a turnover forced by Ecker. But now Bedard carries the other way after McLoin gets the worst of a reverse hit. Shot on goal turned aside by Panetta. And we get another stoppage. A Wings roster without 4 key players, but you won't get any sympathy from Cold Spring Harbor here tonight. Face-off is from 1 back, shot deflected. And now, with the clear, it's the Seahawks. Forced to reset after a turnover was forced. Now it's sent in. Padula will chase. Seahawks on the forecheck. Vesio comes away with it, moves it up the wall. Heading up ice with speed, cutting in. Rivkin on the back check. His steal with the thunderous hit forces the turnover. Lead pass heading up ice. It's the Seahawks. Near turnover forced. Now heading up ice, Rivkin has it poked off his stick. Wings get the clear as the Seahawks regain the zone. Chipped in, Tercey will settle it. Seahawks on the forecheck. Neary couldn't get it that time. Puck comes out to the point. Shot turned aside by Tercey. And he covers. Jedzik back out with Bedard and Seaman. Face-off is won by the Seahawks. Shot is paddled aside. Salvatore racing after it. Tied up by Ecker. McLoin gets it to Ecker. Looking for the pass to the slot. And it skips the stick of Mazzy after it's deflected. Comes out to Tarashansky. Escape turn against Jeswick. Then a second attempt. Bedard nearly forced the turnover. Ends up making a pass that nearly handcuffed his defensive partner, Ulico. And now Mazzy recovers. And he'll look to reset behind his own net. Moves it to Ulico. Nearly poked off a stick. Jedzwick gets it now. Coming in on the breakaway. And the shot won't go. A strong defensive play there. Now Ulico reverses on the wall. Bedard first forces a turnover. Seaman shot turned aside by Panetta. Puck is loose. Sent up the wall. McLoin chips it out. Salvatore gets the puck. Tries to reset the Bedard. That pass is deflected. Sean Ecker picks it up on the forecheck. Seaman forces a turnover. Cuts around Ulico. On his backhand now. And his pass broken up. Bedard steps into it. Works it down low. Jedzik moves up to the point. Shot deflected. And now McGloin gets the clear, but Salvato gets the puck, goes D to D. Lead pass goes too far, ends up with Trevor Steele, who moves it on over. We get an icing going against McGloin. So the Wings will get an offensive zone draw. Seahawks flying out of the gate here in Oyster Bay. That second goal scored by Andrew Mazzy, assisted by Ryan McGloin. A 2-point night for Mazzy so far. 5:41 remaining in the first frame. Face-off is won. D-to-D pass. Seahawks nearly forced a turnover. Battling for possession. Holding is being called against the Seahawks. And as they touch up, we get a whistle. Call is actually a hook. My apologies. So we're going to wait and see who's heading to the box there. I believe that's going to be 22 in white. And that would be Bryce Albers to the box. That call puts the Seahawks on the kill. McGloin on the dot versus Bedard. McGloin gets the better from that time. Steele gets the clear, but it goes in. Nearly got the clear. Ends up going into the bench of Cold Spring Harbor. So we get the stoppage. Officials recover the puck, and play will continue. Bedard back at the dot. Can't win it this time, but it comes out to the point. Jedzik gets the puck. Pass back to the point. Dropped off for Seaman. Move to the near side half wall. Jedzik trying to fire a pass across to Seaman for deflection. Can't collect. A saucer pass to the point. Work down low to Bedard. Back to the point. Shot blocked by McGloin. Rebound kept in. Shot from far side half wall, closer to the point actually, and then loose puck is sent the length of the ice. And Padula will chase. Now under pressure. Backus's pass is deflected. Bedard will have to settle it. Now looks to head up ice. Gains the zone. Cutting in. Pulls up. Along the near side half wall. Drops it off. And then Jedzik's pass intended for Seaman nearly leads to a turnover. Bedard gets it back. Works it to Padula. Back to Jedzik. His shot. That goes over the net. Can't be settled by Backus rather, along the boards. Tercey comes out to play it. Under pressure from Ecker. Makes a nice feed across. Padula can't settle it. 30 seconds remaining on the power play for the Wings as Mazzy pressures. Bedard gains possession. Coming in along the right side wall. Pass across to Seaman. And it's poked off his stick. A great defensive play from Tarashansky. It's sent the length of the ice. He'll get the change. Tercey will settle it. Moves it up the wall on the pass. Intended for Salvato. Leads to a turnover. Seaman. Correction, that's actually Jedzik. My apologies. Gets it right back. Coming in. Cutting in on the outside. Looking for the pass. It's taken off his stick by Ulico. Another strong defensive stop for the Seahawks defensive core that has been so much fun to watch so far this season. Excellent two-way presence to date. Bedard has it in the far side corner, works it across. Seaman moves it right back. Bedard settles it, cutting in, looking for the pass, drops it off. Salvato works it to Jedzik, under pressure, back to Salvato. Comes to Bedard, at the point. Pass to Seaman, turnover. And Mazzy gets the clear. Bedard will reset. Jedzik is checked up. As Bedard heads up ice, beats McGloin. Coming in against Ecker. Nearly has it poked off his stick. Evades pressure past to Seaman, who was taken off guard. It's kept in at the line. Puck comes back down. Turnover forced, at least momentarily. Battle for possession continues. Jedzik coming in now. Fires a backhand shot. That goes off the crossbar. Puck hits the netting. We get a stoppage. So, 2:23 remaining in the second. or in the first period rather. You have 2 unanswered goals by the Seahawks. And the Wings now win the draw back. Shot from the point is blocked once again. Ends up in the opposite corner after an attempt on net. Salvato's on it, pass towards the front. It's cleared out. Racing after it is Rivkin, providing pressure. Puck is moved up the wall, but it ends up right back where it started with the Seahawks as Neary goes D-to-D, cross-ice feed. Couldn't connect on a pass presumably intended for James Woolman. Attempt to clear is held in initially by Rivkin. Second attempt. Wings get it. Rivkin tries to reset to steal. Goes awry. And now the Seahawks captain under pressure from Vesio. Moves it back up the wall to Rivkin. Pass ahead. Baxter fires it in. Sent back around the wall where it's picked up by Basic. Or Basic, my apologies. And now on the other side, Salvato's pass intercepted. Coming in on the backhand towards the slot. It's deflected again, sent up the wall. Initial clear won't go. It ends up trickling through, but it can't be settled by the Wings. Heading back the other way. Attempted clear. Held in at the line. Salvato gets a second chance to work at D-to-D. But that won't go. Wings get the clear under pressure. Comes to Salvato racing in. Fires a shot, and that's gloved by Jake Panetta. Face off. One back to Ulico. Turnover force. Jedzik. Pass the slot. Shot from Seaman won't go. Rebound. Comes out to the point. Padula's shot. Trickles off. Goes wide. Collected off the back wall. Jedzik on the cycle to Seaman. Under pressure from Tarashansky. Maintains possession. Pass across. Turnover. Recovers. Pass comes to Bedard. Makes his move. Gains his zone. Makes another move, looking to fire a shot through Tarashansky. Decides against it, continues to hold. Saucer pass, slap shot deflected. They score! Jedzik puts the Wings on the board with 6.9 seconds remaining in the period. And you're going to see this here, just a beautiful feed across. Shot initially comes from Seaman, and Jedzik just taps in the rebound. So, face-off is one. Jedzik comes in. Pass to Seaman is behind him. Delayed offsides, irregardless, heading the other way. Seahawks can't get a shot off as the period expires. They end up firing one late. Jedzik exchanging some pleasantries there with Owen Neary, who fired off the shot late. Officials have since broken that up. It's a one-score game after 15 minutes of regulation. Wings trail by 1. Seahawks took control early on. Goals scored by Sean Ecker. His 7th of the season. Andrew Mazzy scored his 2nd on the power play to make it a 2-goal lead with less than 5 minutes gone by in the frame. And then with 6.9 seconds left on the clock, Jeremy Jedzik makes it a 1-goal game, cashing in on the rebound from the shot by Bobby Seaman, which came off a beautiful pass from Bedard. Wings back within 1, having found their footing late in that first frame. Andrew Mazzy, Ryan McLoyne lead all scorers in total points with 2 apiece. Mazzy with the goal and the assist. McLoyne with 2 assists. He's played a tremendous 200-foot game so far. He's always around the puck, always providing pressure. Now appears that Seahawks player coming back from the opposite side of the ice appears to have an equipment issue. That would have been Baxter, so he's back on the bench after leaving during the stoppage. Face-off has been won back. Ulico goes D to D. Tarashansky makes his move at the red line, gains his own. Cutting in, poked off a stick. Turnover force. Recovering, it's McLoin. But Jedzik picks it up. Pass off the wall. Bedard pulls up at the line. Makes a pass intended for Jedzik. That's just a bit too far behind him. Heading the other way, it's Sean Ecker, but he's coming in 1-on-3. Makes his move against Salvato. Forced to pull up. Rings it around the wall. Comes to Mazzy. He's going to pick it up on that far side wall. Fires a shot that goes wide. Ends up on the other side. Ulico with the keep. Coming in. Makes his move against the defender. Fires it off the back of the net. Loose puck in the slot. Can't be cleared out initially. Second attempt, third attempt won't go. Bedard now has it. To Jedzik, coming in. Tarashansky racing back. Jedzik, backhand goal! Forehand, backhand, top shelf. Jeremy Jedzik with his second of the game, his 8th of the season. And it's all tied at 2 apiece. The Seahawks' early lead evaporating. 14-10 remaining in the second stanza. Bedard trying to win that one back. Baxter on the forecheck. Rivkin, Owen Neary. And Rivkin. Now Bedard. Another chance in transition. And offsides is the call. Seaman jumped the gun as Steele with the poke check right as the whistle was blown. So after a near 2-on-1 opportunity that came to a premature end thanks to the offsides, there will now be a face-off at center. Jeremy Jedzik's goal, his second of the game, assisted by TJ Salvato and Alex Bedard. Bedard has 2 assists on the night. Face-off has been won by the Wings. They reset to the point. Lead pass. But they can't hold the zone. Heading the other way now. Rivkin, shot from the outside. Tercey can't get a glove on it. Went wide. Kept in initially by the Seahawks. Shot on goal turned aside. Comes back to the point. Steele's shot turned aside. Rebound is free. Still can't be corralled. Picked up by the Wings. They get the zone exit. Heading the other way. Coming in. Drop pass shot. Goes wide. A nice opportunity there. Wings can't capitalize. And now they reset. Lead pass up the wall. Intended for Basic. It just makes its way through. Wings enter offsides after initially appeared from our angle that the Garden City player was pushed offsides. Officials on the ice, of course, have a better view than we do. Couple nice looks so far for Michael Karcher. 13 in red, just hasn't been able to get the bounce so far. Heading the other way now, it's Ecker after the face-off win. Knocks it down. Wings can't get the clear. Nice keep by Mazzy. Comes beneath the goal line. PJ Tercey rings it around the wall. And now a clearing attempt, and it's sent back in. McLoin on the forecheck against, I believe that's Backus. Ulico pinching in beneath the goal line once again. Vesio comes in, goes for the clear. He doesn't, oh, gets it. Initially appeared like the Seahawks were going to get the keep there. On-ice official makes the correct call. We get a stoppage. So it'll be a face-off right outside the zone. Ecker in the dot versus Bedard. Yet again, Ecker is dominating the face-off so far here tonight, but a turnover by the defense. Bedard enters the zone, pulls up, fires a shot, and it's gloved by Jake Panetta. Makes a difficult save. Look routine there as Bedard fires that wrist shot through the screen, and Panetta with the excellent anticipation on that one. Difficult to track a puck through traffic, of course. Ecker versus Bedard. Face-off has been won back by the Wings after an initial battle for control. It's been fired in. Now the puck comes up the wall. Seahawks get the clear. And now Ecker chips it past Salvatore, races to recover. On the back check, it's Bedard. Ulico working with McLoin to get the keep. Salvatore trying to work it back up the wall. And then it ends up with Moon. Can't thread the needle to Bedard. Second one. And Ulico fires a shot that goes off the glass. Jedzik picks it up on the far side wall, looking for the pass. Can't find it. Gains the zone. Ends up nearly turning it over. Ends up being poked off a stick. Seaman had it momentarily. Went back to Jedzik. Comes across. Moon shot. And that's stopped by Panetta. Was looking for a deflection. Couldn't find it. We get another stoppage. Bedard in the dot yet again against Rivkin. This time, Bedard wins it forward. Seahawks ice it. We get another stoppage. Bedard versus Rivkin, deja vu all over again. This time, Bedard wins it back to Jedzik. He fires a shot that's deflected into the netting. We get another stoppage. And we'll see if third time is the charm for the Wings or for the Seahawks remains to be seen. Right back to square one after an early lead for the Seahawks evaporated. The faceoff was won back by Ecker. Bedard pounced on the loose puck, looking for the pass in front. Turnover is forced. Tarashansky ends up working it to Rivkin. He pulls up. And the puck comes to Seaman, who forced the turnover. His attempted cross-ice pass to Bedard wouldn't go. Jedzik now has it. Looking up ice. Saucer pass ends up with Tarashansky. He works it back up the wall. It's going to be picked up by Moon. He sends it up and out of the zone. Deflected off a Seahawks skate that time. And now Seaman racing in. Pass comes to Bedard. He settles it. It was deflected. And now Jedzik collects it on the near side wall, trying to work it over to Seaman. Can't. Comes to the point. Salvatore. D to D. Moon. Shot. And it's gloved by Panetta. Another strong play by the Seahawks netminder. He's been stellar in goal all season. Cold Spring Harbor outshot the Wings 11-5 in the first period. Seems unlikely for that trend to continue here in the second. Shot deflected, blocked. Baxter heading the other way. Coming in, pass across, intended for McLoin. He's racing after it, under pressure from Backus. Comes away with it, shot towards the net, deflected, rebound. Won't go, save by Tercey. Puck is still loose, comes around the wall. McLoin on it against Backus. He forces the turnover, heading the other way. And a strong play by Steele at the red line. Now the Seahawks look to turn back up ice. But Karcher holds the line. Big hit on Basic, trying to swing the momentum, but Steele's team is still pinned in their zone. McLoin picks up the puck, trying to feather one over to Baxter. Ends up finding a pinching Steele. He comes in, pulls up along half wall. Shot gloved by Tercey. Face off in the defensive zone near side wall. One back by Ecker. Steele fired a shot that was gloved. We get another stoppage. 9:25 remaining in the period. Wings on the offensive currently. Both teams trading chances, though. If I were a betting man, I would assume that the shot count from the first period might end up looking a little bit reversed here in the second. Face-off has been won back. Shot from the point, and it's turned aside by Tercey. A lot of shots from the point. Eventually, Seahawks are going to need to deflect one of these in. It's a solid game plan, but at a certain point when you're just firing shots from the outside, If you're not deflecting them in, if you're not cashing in on rebounds, it's hard to maintain that momentum. McLoin working it down low on the cycle. Mazzy, pass towards front of the net is deflected. Moon battling for possession beneath the goal line. Ends up coming back to McLoin. Ryan McLoin has it poked off his stick. Regains control. Pass towards the slot is deflected, but he maintains control. Second pass is deflected. Andrew Mazzy on it. Then Jeremy Jedzik can't get the clear. Puck comes to McLoin. Shot turned aside by Tercey. Another strong stop for the Wings netminder. Face off, one back. Pouncing on the loose puck, Ecker can't get the shot off, comes out to Mazzy. His shot goes wide, picked up by Ulico, trying to find McLoin. He does, but he's under pressure from Bedard. Makes an escape turn, fires a pass towards the slot. That's deflected by Mazzy. Comes out, Tarashansky will take over in the neutral zone. Cross-ice feed, comes to Ryan McLoin, looking for Ecker. Ends up being forced to fire a shot, and then the rebound is deflected. Mazzy, second chance, is stopped by Tercey. So the Wings will get a line change up front. Does not appear they will get a change on the blue line. Face off, one back. Sent up the wall by Moon. And it's chip pass, Steele. Not enough on that for icing. As he tried to draw the call, could not. Now battled for control of the puck beneath the goal line. That is won by Steele. Heading the other way, gains the zone. The captain cutting in, tried to split the defense, won't go. Caleb Steele paired with Trevor on the blue line. As a drive to the net by Baxter is broken up. Heading the other way now. Salvato gains the zone, fires a shot that's gloved by Panetta. So Bedard in for the defensive zone draw. Matched up against Rivkin, who wins it back cleanly on his forehand. Sent around the wall by Steele. Jedzik forces a turnover. Trying to get it back now. Wings maintain possession, but Seaman can't connect with Bedard. Now Baxter's pass ends up in the skates of Woolman, who tried to clear it all the way down, but now heading the other way, it's Bedard. Cutting in on the backhand, forced to the outside, looking for the open man. Now it comes to Jedzik, trying to work it back to the point. Padula pass across, comes to Seaman. Pass towards the net, deflected. The Seahawks get it clear, racing ahead. Rivkin on the forecheck, trying to force a turnover. Jedzik ends up recollecting in his own zone under pressure from Woolman. Now heading in, Jedzik against Bedard, separated from the puck, looking to head the other way. It's chipped in by the Seahawks. They'll get one fresh body, change the defense, and they'll now get their second move forward out onto the ices. A big hit by Rivkin in the corner, but Seaman survives under pressure from Mazzy. Now heading up the ice with speed. Bobby Seaman gains the zone, coming in, tries to split the defense, gets knocked off the puck, and it's covered by Panetta. And a scrum breaks out. And we're going to see what the call is on that one. Officials deem. Oh, and it appears that Mazzy went over to the bench as well. That wasn't a smart idea. Nearly instigated something with the Wings box, and now heading to the penalty box will be both Seaman and Mazzy. Still exchanging pleasantries in the box. Just firing insults above the head of the scorer's booth. Not envious of that at all. Officials discussing. Both benches will get an explanation. As we wait for this to be sorted out. 6:07 remaining in the second stanza. The perfect opportunity to make sure you're subscribed to the Long Island Sports Network's YouTube channel. Make sure you're following the LI Sports Network Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter pages. And don't forget to check out the LI Hockey website for all the latest game recaps, highlights, and analysis from around the league, both here in Nassau and across county lines in Suffolk. And it appears that a second player will enter the box for the Seahawks, which would imply there's going to be a 10-minute misconduct being served by Mazzy. Now, there is no second player entering the box for the Wings, which is in itself a minor blessing. They only had 10 skaters coming into tonight's game. This knocks them down to 9. Still waiting on an official update from the scorer's booth. At 2-10. Face-off is 1 back. D-to-D pass. Moon loses the handle. McLoin on the forecheck as the Wings are still on the kill. McLoin trying to tie him up there. Puck comes back to Salvato, who recovers, looks up ice. Has now chipped it up and into the zone. Ulico forces a turnover. Bedard under pressure from McLoin. Now comes in, gains the zone, cutting towards the net, looking for the shot, fires it, it's turned aside. Rebound collected by Jesdick. And with Seaman in the box, Vesio moves up to the first unit. Power play. Chip back in by Salvato, D-to-D. Attempted clear by Steele, makes its way through. Initially appeared that the Wings got a piece of it, but if they did, it wasn't enough. Moon now pressured by Ecker, so the puck comes up the wall. Salvato chips it past Ulico. Ecker working together to force that turnover with McLoin, and then a shot from the opposite dot, and that's gloved. Settled and set down for Bedard. Lead pass intended for Salvato racing up ice. Gains his own, coming in, trying to settle it. Fires shot, turned aside. Rebound is free. Seahawks get the clear. Moon now has to chase as Tercey settles the puck. Feathers one across. It's knocked down by Salvato. Rivkin forces a turnover, at least momentarily. Moon recovers it. And then threads the needle to Bedard, coming in on the backhand, looking for the pass to the slot. It's deflected off the boot of Trevor Steele. Comes out to the point. Moon works it back down low. Jedzik has it. And now Bedard works it back to Jedzik. Fires a shot that's turned aside. Rebound is free. Wings can't capitalize. The penalty's expired. Racing after it. No icing on the play. As a near turnover by Tercey. He was under pressure. Did everything he could to avoid it. And now a high stick against Bedard in terms of just knocking it out of the air. Seaman will now exit the box. And it was Joshua Wiener serving the minor there. Nice play coming out of the box. Nearly had an opportunity to come in 1-on-0, but now face-off comes all the way down into the wing zone off the high sticking. Vesio in the dot against Rivkin, but Rivkin gets the better of him that time. Works it down low. Wiener with possession. Pass towards the slot deflected. Comes out to the point. Shot blocked off the stick of Caleb Steele. believe. And now heading the other way. Pass across to the slot. Shot goes wide from the wings. Comes into the corner. Pass towards the net front from Barcher won't go. On a line here with Vesio. But now the Seahawks heading the other way, 3-on-2. Backdoor pass won't go for Tarashansky. Wings now have a chance heading the other way. Racing up ice, Karcher. Fires it towards the net. Can't get it on net, though, and it's picked up by Baxter. Moved up the wall, intercepted by Basic. He fires a shot that's gloved down by Calum Steele. Tries to work up the wall. Basic with the keep. And Vesio will pressure Tarashansky. He backhands it, reversing it into the near side corner, where it's picked up and sent the length of the ice by Rivkin. Another stoppage here late in the second period. The early goal in the second period, just 50 seconds gone by Jeremy Jedzik. That was the difference maker to tie it. Neither team has scored since. We've seen a flurry of penalties, but we remain deadlocked at 2 as the Wings battling for control of the faceoff, but Ulico wins the battle. Tarashansky now takes over under pressure from Bedard. Turnover force. And then coming in, Ecker gets it back, gets the clear, and now Backus under pressure. Pass to Jedzik, trying to spring Bedard or Seaman. Couldn't connect, and now it's sent the length of the ice by the Seahawks. We get a whistle for icing as Owen Neary raced after that. Didn't really have a great chance. Good effort nonetheless. Currently skating with McGloin and Ecker since Andrew Mazzy is in the box, and that's been a huge blow to the Seahawks' play driving ability. Faceoff was won by Bedard, and now battling for control. Salvato holds the line, fires it in. Bedard under pressure from Ulico. McGloin racing in, but Bedard comes away with it, looking for the pass. Salvato fires a shot, turned aside, rebound carried to safety by McGloin. He sends it around the wall. No one home for the Seahawks there. Comes to Jedzik. He works it to Seaman. Back to the point. Moon walks the line. Back to Jedzik. Looking for the open man. Backhand pass to Bedard. In the slot. Shot turned aside. Went on the blocker, and Panetta covered it right after that. Bit unusual, but the basket catch does the job. You get a whistle. Face off. Won by the Seahawks. D-to-D, Trevor Steele with possession. Fires a pass across. There's no one there, though, so that's going to lead to icing as that one trickles past the goal line, past the back of the net. Heading the other way now. Wings with another offensive zone draw. Neary still with Ecker and McGloin. Bedard with Seaman and Jedzik. Face-off tied up. Bedard pass across intended for Seaman, broken up by Ulico. It's going to be picked up and sent down by Ryan McGloin. Racing after it, Owen Neary. Pass towards the front. Ecker can't get the shot off. Nice defensive play by Salvato. Makes the pass. Seaman carries in. Takes the big hit from Ulico. As Ryan McGloin's pass deflected off the skate. Bobby Seaman, lead pass, goes awry. Salvato looking across. Less than a minute remaining in regulation, or in the second stanza, rather. As that shot's deflected over the net. Salvato racing after it, under pressure. Comes away with it. Sent up the boards. Jedzik, pass across deflected. Seaman picks it up, gains his zone. Correction, that's Salvato with the shot deflected wide. Seaman's actually covering at the point. My mistake. And now Wings continue to press, but the puck comes out of the zone. Bedard cutting up ice, gains the zone. Pulls up. Finds the pass to the point. Padula's shot is gloved. Another strong shift for TJ Salvato. appears to be heading to the bench, so it's going to be at least one fresh defenseman out for the remainder of the period. That'll be Backus. Appears that Padula will stay on the ice for the remainder of the period. Face-off, tied up. Seahawks battling for possession, comes up the wall. Held in. And that puck's going to be pinned down low. Wings can't come away with it. And the period will expire. Wings bench has a couple words for the officials on what they believe was a call. Seahawks aren't afraid to play physical. One of the faster teams in the conference. At the top of their lineup, and then you have solid speed the rest of the way, but just that willingness to get to work on the forecheck, the back check, sacrifice the body. All the cliches we overuse too much in the sport, but, well, they're cliches for a reason. On the other side, you have a Wings team, shorthanded, down 4 players. They only have 10 skaters on the bench. They've clawed their way out of a 2-goal hole, and now look to turn the tide in the third frame. You're watching New York Islanders High School Hockey League action only on Long Island Sports Network. Don't forget to follow the @LI Sports Network on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Second of 2 varsity games here. The first in Conference 1. That was between the Syosset Braves and the Belmore Merrick Bulldogs. The Bulldogs won that one 2-1. Right now we have a tie game between the Wings and the Seahawks. Face off at center. One back by the Seahawks. Lead pass just past Woolman, who holds the line momentarily, gains control, moves it to Rivkin on his backhand, carrying it to the far side, pulls up under pressure from Seaman, pins the puck along the wall under pressure, and Bedard comes away with it. Looking up ice, chips it off the wall, collects it himself, enters the zone, on the outside, pulls up, fires a shot that's deflected. Tarashansky moves it up the wall. Puck comes back down. Seaman on the forecheck. Puck comes to the point. Padula shot gloved by. It goes in. It deflects off the glove of Panetta. Gloved but not grasped in the truest sense. And a bad bounce for Panetta gives the Wings their first lead of the night. That shot from Padula, and you're going to see it here on your screen, as it's going to deflect off his glove and into the net. Wings completing, or trying to complete the change on defense. Officials say no. As it currently stands, third Wings goal of the game, scored by Luke Padula. His first of the season. We'll go check if that's the first of his careers. Backus moves it up the wall. Puck comes to Ulicote. 2 unanswered goals to kick off the night for the Seahawks. Wings scored 3 unanswered to take the lead. Padula's first varsity goal of the campaign, if I'm not mistaken. Wings with possession, looking to move it up the wall. They get the clear. Puck skipping the stick of Ulico that time. Under pressure, Tarashansky moves it to Ryan McLoin. Now, puck comes to Badula, D to D. And now regaining the zone. Congratulations to Badula on his first career varsity goal. Is heading in now, a shot deflected. And now heading the other way with speed. Chipped in by Karcher. Racing after it, but the captain, Trevor Steele, with possession. The 10-minute misconduct assessed to Mazzy approaching its end. Wings trying to capitalize before that ends. Pass, cross ice, gaining the zone. Basic chips it in. Picked up by Trevor Steele, who beats Vesio with the toe drag, crosses the red line, enters with Ecker, gets tied up there momentarily, circling the net, looking for the pass. It's deflected. Second attempt, turned aside by Tercey. And now racing after it. A turnover, forced by Wiener, trying to cut towards the slot. Won't go. Picked up by Bedard. Lead pass, ends up with Steele. Comes across D to D, but a turnover forced by the Wings. And it's chipped back in against Charlie Neary. Now heading up the other way. Wings of an opportunity. Jedzik coming in, looking to complete the hat trick. Fires a shot. That's turned aside by Panetta. Turns his head towards the rafters. Thought he had him there. Jake Panetta stops Jedzik that time. Shots in the second period. Wings were favored narrowly, 9-8. Bedard in the dot. Wins the draw. Backhand shot turned aside. Rebound is covered by Panetta. A goal apiece in each period for the Wings. Seahawks have not scored since the opening 5 minutes. Face-off has been won back. Jedzik on the cycle. Bedard picks it up under pressure from Tarashansky. Escapes pressure. Pass to Seaman. To Jedzik. Cutting towards the slot. Drops it off to Moon. Wall and a half wall now. With possession. Bobby Seaman drops it off. TJ Salvato walks in. Fire shot. Rebound is free. Cleared out by the Seahawks. Moon pressured. Pass up the wall. Jedzik settles it. Looks across. Has Salvato, but elects to reverse to Moon. His feed. Deflected by Bedard. Seahawks regain possession. Baxter gains the zone. Poked off his stick. Pass towards the slot. Tercey comes out of his net to make the stop. Second attempt, third attempt, puck is still loose. It's still uncovered, and the Seahawks. We can't tell if it's in. Official is now making a no-goal gesture, and let's roll the replay on that and see what we have here, because you're going to see here Tercey comes out of his crease aggressively. He's doing that to take away the shooter's angle. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. Tries to cover it there. It gets deflected. Puck is loose in the slot. Second and third attempt, and it's loose on that side, and appears we got, didn't see the tail end of that, but irregardless, couldn't see it go in from that angle. Faceoff has been won by the Seahawks. They get to work on the cycle. Rivkin pulls up under pressure, maintains possession. Pass towards the slot is deflected. Then held in at the line by Steele. His shot deflected by Jedzik. Pass comes across Seaman to Bedard. Gains the zone. Pulling up. Pass across to Bobby Seaman. Backhanded towards the slot. Comes up, but not out of the zone as it's held in by back as Jedzik trying to pick it up on the cycle. Skips his stick. Ryan McLoin works it up the wall, but that pass to Neary wouldn't go. Pass through the slot. Rivkin racing back. Jedzik gains control. Saucer pass. Back to Jedzik. Shot. Turn aside. Rebound. Puck gloved down by Jedzik outside Seahawks territory. Reverses to the point. Gets it back. Pass to Bedard, who turns up ice. Escapes pressure. Gains the zone. Looking to split the defense. Pulls up. Still looking for the pass. Finds it. Padula shot. Turned aside. Rebound. We got a whistle. And 9:48 remaining in the third frame. Couple clutch chances for the Seahawks that were seemingly denied by Tercey. Vesio against Ecker. Ecker gets the better of him that time. Tarashansky to Ulico beneath the goal line. Hunter Ulico cuts up ice. Fades the first defender. Boxes out the second. Lead pass to Ecker. Pass comes back to Hunter Ulico. Fires a shot that's deflected. Rebound is loose. Can't capitalize. And it's chipped up and not out of the zone. Hunter Ulico's shot ends up being deflected off a Seahawks defender and into the bench. We get another stoppage here in Oyster Bay. Defensive zone draw. Face off. Won by the Wings. Ecker forces a turnover momentarily. Then it comes back to Moon, who gets the clear. Tarashansky picks it up, fires it back in. Tercey elects to remain in his crease. Moon picks it up, pass up the wall, held in by the pinching Hunter Ulico. Nearly poked off a stick by Moon, continues to circle, fires a shot that's turned aside. Puck was trapped under the blocker side arm of Tercey as Ulico tried to slip it through. A good stop for the Wings netminder, a clutch stop, as the faceoff is now won by the Wings, trying to give their goaltender some relief as they head up ice, but a big hit there by Tarashansky. It's picked up beneath the goal line by Ulico. Puck leaves the zone. It's going to come out. A little give and go with Karcher and Salvato, and now it comes up to Karcher as he gains the zone, fires a shot. That's blockered aside. Rebound to Karcher, put towards the slot. Looking for either a deflection or a pass. Couldn't really get either. Salvato under pressure. Throws it back up the boards, but trickles through. Tarashansky takes over. Wings get a partial change as the aforementioned Seahawks blue liner heads up ice. Carries in. Pulls up on the outside. Pass towards the slot is deflected. Now Tarashansky racing back. Speed is impressive every time you watch him. Getting back there as Jedzik now has the puck. And some strong defense by Tarashansky, but Jedzik uses his size to box out the puck. Shot on net, turned aside. Rebound is free. And they fire a shot off the iron. Bedard collects the rebound, looks to move it to the point. Backus holds the line. The puck comes to Ecker. Bedard trailing, tried to lift his stick. Seahawks centerman gains the zone, fires a shot that goes just wide, picked up by Ulico, trying to thread the needle on a pass to the front of the net. Wings nearly force a turnover. Puck comes back to Ecker, who backhands it just wide, picks up the rebound. Pass to Wiener, shot, and they score! It's a deflection! The hero this time, trying to make out the number from here. All these pesky celebrations getting in the way of my eyesight. Right line as it might be. It's going to be Baxter who gets the goal this time. A deflection off a shot by Wiener. It's now a 3-3 game, and go to the net, good things happen. It certainly did for Baxter. It certainly did for the Seahawks. And we're all knotted at 3. Face off, tied up. Jedzik comes away with it for the Wings. Resetting beneath his own goal line, looking for the lead pass. Can't connect with Bedard initially, but the Wings centerman resets, moves it over to Seaman. He gains the zone, cutting in, but it's taken off his stick. A strong defensive play there by Calum Steele, but they can't get the clear. Jedzik on the loose puck. Bedard now trying to move it down the wall. Seahawks providing pressure. Jedzik doing a good job boxing him out, at least initially. Continuing to battle for possession, and Seahawks get a clear. That goal by Mac Baxter, that's his first of the season. As the Seahawks now get to work in their own zone, that shot from Wiener is deflected. Rivkin picks it up on the opposite wall. McLoin to the point. Shot there goes wide. It's going to be picked up on the other side by Jedzik. And now heading up ice with Steed, it's Bedard coming in, trying to thread the needle on that one. A nice play by Steele breaking up that pass with his back skate, and now he clears the front of the net against Bedard. Seahawks look to head the other way. Lead pass comes to Rivkin, and he gains the line. Looking for the shot, ends up dropping it off to Ecker, who tried to find Ryan McLoin on the back door. Tarashansky steps into one, gloved and deflected by Tercey. That gloved but not grasped. Leads to a near deflection, a near 4-3 lead. Fortunately, it remains tied. Wings clawed their way back to take a 3-2 lead. They now are tied at 3 apiece, looking to secure their 9th win of the season, as the face-off is initially won by the Wings. Turnover forced by Mac Baxter. Comes up the wall, trying to work it back to Owen Neary on the cycle. Comes to steal, fires a shot that's deflected. Rebound, loose. Tercey with the stop. At least that's what it appears to be from our vantage point. A strong play from Ward. My apologies, the Garden City netminder. Face off, one back, comes to the point. Shot from Steele is deflected. Then it's paddled aside by Tercey. Ecker gains control, poked off his stick. Great effort by Vesio. Heading the other way, it's the Wings. Ecker nearly forces a turnover there, but Basic now has to chase. Seahawks look to head the other way as they move it up the wall. Can't gain the zone. Continuing the battle. Owen Neary fires it in, but the zone entry doesn't last for long. It's sent the length of the ice, no icing on the play. An attempted clear by Caleb Steele on the lead pass. Won't go initially. Great second effort by Ecker, who now enters the zone. Coming in, fires a shot. Rebound is covered by Tercey. We get a stoppage. 4:33 remaining in the third frame. A game that would potentially require overtime on the Long Island Sports Network here in Oyster Bay. Second of 2 varsity games on the night after Belmore Merrick knocked off Syosset. Face-off tied up. Wiener getting to work on the cycle. Rivkin provides pressure. Backus chips it up and off the wall. Jedzik gets the clear. Seahawks check up. Now on the forecheck, Wiener coming in, shot. Turned aside by Tercey. He looks to set it down as play continues. No stoppage there. Jedzik, lead pass to Seaman. Racing back is Rivkin, trying to force him to the outside. Ulico keeps him out. And then a shot from Jedzik deflected. Goes just wide. Rebound to Bedard. Now beneath the goal line. And a strong effort by Tarashansky to help force the turnover. Ryan McLoin now races up ice, but he ends up taking an icing there, and he'll get the change. And some good looks for the Seahawks there, just couldn't capitalize. Now getting to work off the draw is Bedard, but he can't win it. Reversed to the near side. McLoin ends up sending it the length of the ice, but there's no icing as that one just slips by Padula. Tercey with a saucer pass ends up bouncing off the glass. Bedard carrying it across the red line. He chips it in. Chasing after it. Seahawks looking to get a quick clear. They do, but they get an icing on the play. And a solid performance from Joshua Wiener so far tonight for the Seahawks, the 14-year-old forward. Don't have an official pronunciation guide roster for the Seahawks. We get them for some of the varsity teams, so I can't tell you what he's listed at, but I can tell you we got the rest of the information from the league site. Face-off has been won. Bedard's pass across. Shot from the point. Paddled aside. Collected by McLoin. Sent up the wall, chasing after it. No icing on the play as Ecker wins the race to the puck. Can't settle it. Sent up the boards by Moon. Seaman looking to spring Bedard, who ends up getting it from Jedzik, who gets it right back from Bedard. Pulls up with the escape turn. Pass across. Comes to Salvato. Second look. Shot turned aside by Panetta. Hunter Ulico looking for the lead man, and Ecker couldn't connect that time. Salvato under pressure. Ecker lifts his stick. He makes the smart heads-up play as Baxter chips it back in. And Ecker goes for a change. Heading the other way now is Jedzik. Cutting in, shielding the puck well there. Ulico poked it off a stick, went to Seaman. Back to Bedard, who made perhaps one pass too many there, but is recovered. Cutting in, fires a shot. That one goes just wide. And the turnover forced by Ulico. Heading the other way now, Andrew Mazzy. Back to Hunter Ulico. His shot's deflected. Mazzy on the rebound. Collected on the near side half wall. Loses control. Jedzik chips it past. Coming in. 3-on-1 opportunity. Steele racing back. Shot from Jedzik goes wide. Hunter Ulico collects it on the far side wall. Lead pass to Mazzy. Coming in. Fires a shot. Rebound is free. Salvato under pressure puts it back up the far side wall. Pass across. Intercepted by Owenieri. Coming in. Fires a shot. That's glove. Knocked Rath. Then covered by Tercey. Some extracurriculars after the play. Tercey gesturing to the defenders to let Mazzy go that time. Seahawks took an early 2-0 lead, battling back. Face-off has been won initially by the Wings, but Seahawks forced a turnover, and Tercey ends up covering the loose puck. Face-off, one back, comes to the point, shot through traffic, loose puck beneath the goal line. Pass to the front, shot turned aside, might have gone off the iron there. Comes up, and it sent the length of the ice. Icing is waved off, though. Off that play by Karcher. Sent back up the wall. Seahawks looking for the clear. They're going to get it as Sean Ecker now enters the zone. Fires a shot. Rebound comes free on the opposite side. McLoin can't hold it. Steele shot from the point ends up trickling wide. May have gotten deflected there. Comes to the point. Shot turned aside. Rebound is free. Baxter settles it, but can't find the pass. Sent up, but not the length of the ice. Nice touch there for the Wings. Looking to go D to D. Tarashansky now under pressure. Now heading the other way. Baxter gains the line. Coming in on the backhand, looking to shield the puck, does so. Continues to carry, pass through the slot. Comes to McLoin. He can't get full control of it. Now Seaman cutting to the outside. And he's angled off the puck by Steele, but we're going to get a penalty as Ryan McLoin touches up. Seahawks captain frustrated. And now he heads to the box. And we're going to get the official call from the scorer's booth on that one, because we already saw so with 3.3 seconds remaining, it's a 2-minute power play. For the Seahawks. For the Wings, rather. So the period's going to expire. Mazzy's been assessed a 10-minute misconduct, so his correction. I was waiting for the updated penalty. Still hasn't updated on my screen. Trying to see if Steele will be able to return to the game. That remains unclear on our end. We'll get you that update when we can. He's played us another strong game for the Seahawks. They now head into overtime. Sean Ecker, Andrew Mazzy, Mac Baxter, the goal scorers for the Seahawks. Mac Baxter's game-tying goal, his first of the season. On the other side, Jeremy Jedzik with 2 goals, 7 and 8 on the year, and then Luke Padula initially gave the Wings a 3-2 lead on his first career varsity goal. So we're still checking. It's going to be a 1 minute and 56-second power play at the start of the period. So, appears that the netminders a bit confused here. It's a long change for overtime. It appears that Panetta was just grabbing his water bottle initially as he heads to the other side. Face off, tied up. Ecker nearly came away with it, but the Wings maintain control. It's 4-on-3 for the next minute and 45 seconds. No second player in the box for the Seahawks, so appears just a 2-minute minor against Steele. We thought he threw the clean shoulder check. On ice officials for better angle as the pass comes to Bedard on the other side. Salvato walking in, drops it off. Bedard coming in, looking for the shot, can't find it, elects to pull up. Continues to skate in. Pass to the slot, cutting in, Seaman shot, deflected. Jedzik on the rebound, looking to move it to Salvato, ends up moving it back to Bedard. Now he walks in. Jedzik drops it off. Salvato, shot, turn side rebound. Bedard can't find the open man in front. And now the puck is recovered by Jedzik. Pass to Salvato. Panetta can't get the cover. Rebound attempt. Puck is still loose. Hunter Ulico sends it up and out of the zone. Oh, a keep by Salvato. Seaman gets it. Pass. Bedard tries to thread the needle that time. Ecker racing after it. Comes away with it. Racing up ice. Coming in one-on-one, poked off his stick. Ulico recovers it under pressure from Bedard. Ends up reversing into the corner. Tarashansky looking for the ice. He gets it. Tercy comes out to play it. Not afraid to make a pass, but this time ends up being broken up, at least initially, by Tarashansky. Coming in now, Bedard looking to get past Ulico. Forced to pull up, cutting into the slot, looking for the shot. Can't find one he likes. Pulls up again. Steele out of the box as the puck comes to Jedzik. Pass across, deflected. Play will continue as Seaman has control on the backhand. Puts that, I think he was looking for a deflection on that one. But the pass goes wide, comes to the point. Shot is deflected. Puck will remain in play. Collected in the near side corner. And now battle along the boards. Puck comes to Tarashansky. He's looking for McGloin. Elects to skate it. Comes in, drops it off. Shot from Ecker. Tarashansky pounces on the loose puck, puts a pass through the slot. Nobody there for the Seahawks. Then a shot from McGloin is gloved by Tercy. So we get a stoppage or 2:21. Steele heads back out onto the ice. So, Bedard in the dot versus McGloin. 4-on-4 now after the end of the penalty to Steele. Bedard heading up ice against Ulico. Cutting to the center, looking for the shot. Can't find it. Pass intended for Salvato, won't go. Puck comes out to the point. Bedard cuts to the backhand, gets tied up. Jedzik gets it, walks in, fires a shot. That goes wide. Puck rings around the boards. Racing after it. Ulico picks it up, coming in one-on-one. Looking for the pass. Shot. Pass deflected. Rebound. Loose. Bedard on it. Maintains possession under pressure from McGloin. And now heading the other way. Play is returned to 3-on-3, not 4-on-4. My apologies. Jedzik coming in. Fires a shot. That goes wide. Comes up the wall, cross ice feed. Jedzic's pass, intended for Salvato. He gets separated from the puck, and Panetta covers. So we get another stoppage, just one. Clock is still running.
Clock! 102, 102, 102.
Oh, it runs? Sorry, I thought it didn't. My bad. Face off. Won by Jedzik. Shot towards the net, turned aside. Wings pick it up. Bedard with possession. Pulls up, pass across. Shot turned aside by Panetta. Comes up the wall. Jedzik. Drops it off. Shot turned aside. Bedard picks it up on the opposite wall. 15 seconds remaining. 10 now. Jedzik with possession. Walking to the top of the blue line, looking for the shot. Under pressure. Pass deflected. Ecker sends it out. That's going to do it for regulation and overtime. It's now a 4-4 tie at the end of the game. Or 3-3 tie, my apologies. And the Seahawks will move to 4-4-1. Wings move to 8-1-1 on the season. Thank you so much for watching on the Long Island Sports Network. Don't forget to follow at LI Sports Network on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Good night, everyone, and hope you have a happy holidays. We'll be back after the break. Is the clock running for overtime? I don't think that's the rule. I think it's wrong. Sorry, I didn't know the clock was running for overtime. I didn't know the clock was running for overtime. My bad.